Hey viewers, welcome to another game with Casual Pro Gamer. Today we have a Zerg versus Zerg game on our hands here between sYz and Ares. So yeah, two relatively well-known players and definitely two good players. So it's a small map today. I'm hoping to see a lot of aggression, especially because it is a Zerg versus Zerg. And hopefully we will see some good game. Oh my god, we're discussing movies here in the chat. And yeah, in the meantime, we are going to scout straight across the map because obviously they know where the opponent is. So let's see if we can actually, yeah, just speed through this beginning, because obviously the beginning of most of the matches not that interesting. The beginning is just building up some workers, building up some well, some early defense, and we are going to expand on both sides. There is a little bit of a difference in the timing there, about 30-second gap, and that shouldn't be too much of a problem, but it does kind of give sYz the advantage of well, of being the aggressor, because obviously if you expand first, that means that you're a little bit ahead in well, in the resources apparently, or well, you didn't build that many Zerglings. And we are going to just go 1 versus or 2 versus 2 on the Zerglings here. Not a big deal. As you can see, one of the Zerglings almost gets picked off, but on the other side also both of them are very low. So yeah, they all survive. The queens come up and nothing happened. So the Zerglings are going to go back, and it seems that yeah, our Ares here, he kind of produced those Zerglings first and then went for his expansion, instead of going for the expansion first and then creating Zerglings. And that, of course, is a little bit of a difference here. It's probably not going, or it probably didn't matter at all. But yeah, you did see that he could walk all the way across the map and attack here in the front, which of course gives you a little bit of an advantage. I kind of assumed that this guy was just a little bit ahead, but apparently, well, he put down his spawning pool last. So yeah, it didn't really matter. It's all kind of random sauce anyway. So Baneling Nest coming up, and we do have the Zergling Speed coming up for both of them. We do have a lot of Zerglings being produced here by our red player, and that contrary to the blue player, who's only producing 4. And that means that a big Zergling army is coming in now. He is going to produce a Spinecrawler though. So Spinecrawler plus Queen should result in enough defense, hopefully for him at least. And we are going to see some Banelings coming out. So yeah, there are probably some Banelings morphing here as well. Yep, there they are. The Banelings, of course, a good addition to your Zergling army in the early game. Because if you detonate 2 of them on the workers, all of the workers around them will die. And they will also, well, be very helpful in other circumstances. Yeah, that was a 2 versus 4 trade or something like that. And then the defending Banelings just wipe out the entire offensive, well, army. Just completely detonate everything. And yeah, that was definitely not a good attack there. And the counterattack is coming in, and this might actually be just enough. The Zerglings are just going to run in. The block is not in time. He's going to lose a queen here, I believe. A few Zerglings still on that queen. The queen should go down. There it goes. And now let's see how many of the drones that he can actually pick off. He was kind of, well, distracted by that queen. Therefore has a lot of Zerglings lost for really no drone killing. It did end up to be 7, which is very good, because those were just the leftovers from that last fight. So yeah, he could of course have transformed a couple of them to Banelings, and then he could have detonated the guys on the ramp or the guys in here. Because if he like morphed them over here while he was attacking the queen, it might have been a little bit better in, well, in the amount of casualties for the red player, basically. We are, however, going to be aggressive now with the bluers. And, well, we do get the one Baneling, but one Baneling for 3 Zerglings. That's pretty much equal for both of them, so it doesn't really matter. And yeah, you can see that the Spinecrawler is actually doing work. 7 kills already, and even though, well, oh wow, the Banelings are still here. He's not really in any, well, hurry to use those. The Banelings are just going to run interference to make sure that these bigger groups don't get in. And for the rest, yeah, the Queen should be fine. Yeah, there you go, using both of those Banelings very effectively. And the Spinecrawler is going to defend itself. 13 kills already, 14 kills now. The Queen finally goes down. The Queen could have retreated, of course. It was very low, but he is probably already, yeah, building a new one. And there you go, more Zerglings streaming in. And where... Okay, he got chased out by a couple of Zerglings apparently. He could have taken those on, but did not want to do that. Another Spinecrawler coming up. It's going to go to the front, I believe, in a moment. And we are now kind of trying to engage here with the red Zerglings. But yeah, a lot of blue Zerglings, cutting that off. And here we are, the Banelings. Oh, that would have been so good. But the Zerglings are, well, too fast, basically. And they are just going to get out of there. So we do have a Mutalisk coming up for both of them. And let's see if they actually have a difference in the amount of units produced already. Yeah, it's 2 versus 0 currently, but there are 12 underway, so that is a big army. And these Banelings are just going to keep watch. They're not really too worried. They should have just detonated on that hatchery at this point. But the hatchery does go down. Lots of units coming out from our blue player. And yeah, we already saw he has 12 Mutalisks coming out. So contrary to that, well, the red player is just sitting in his base, doing not a whole lot. He is creating some Mutalisks now. He is going for that Carapace level 1 here. And that means that he could actually do very well in this Mutalisk versus Mutalisk battle if it comes to that. But for now, it is not going to come come to that, because, well, currently his upgrade is not completed yet, and he currently has only very few Mutalisks, no anti-air for the rest, and yeah, he's just going to have to GG. He didn't have enough Mutalisks out, and he tried to go for this Carapace upgrade, but couldn't really make that work. Should have made Spore Crawlers in a final attempt to hold this off, but really couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't do this at this point. If, however, this Carapace had completed, that would have been great. But yeah, I don't really know what the problem was, because he was kind of equal on income. As you can see, the income is pretty much equal. Yeah, he lost a couple of harvesters here, but yeah, I guess he just didn't build as many, because he lost 9 over the course of the game. A couple of them early game and most of them now in the late game, but still he wasn't equal to his opponent, so I guess there's that. For the rest, yeah, just a good game. Just a nice aggression, and that's all we want to see, really. That's all we need to see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!